Hello everyone, are you ready for another adventure? It's me, Woki, and it's time for another reading time. I forgot what I actually named this series. Woki's reading time. This time I'm talking about Traum. And this is me telling you the prerequisite before we actually get into it. After this, the series of videos that will be coming up will try to be, I'm gonna say it's the last, when it's actual events, it'll try to be once a week. But when it's something like this, it's maybe gonna be like once every 5, basically not on the weekends. Because the schedule of trying to release the seven videos until the actual story is finished actually was killer. So I'll say from Monday through Friday is when you will expect videos coming up of talking about the next story part. Why am I doing this? This is specifically only for the people, because a lot of people apparently just skip the story because they don't have time to read the story. But there are people who are who are willing to watch a video of someone reading the story to them. So that's what I'm doing here for you. I still think it's best for you to read it on your own, but if you are too busy or you are unable to, then I will gladly read it to you, even though I do not think I am the best person for it. I will still do my best to try and do it. The next thing that you need to be careful of is that there's a lot of French words in this specific chapter. French, German, Japanese. I'm not always going to get them right, and sometimes I will look up how to get them later, and it will result in me saying a lot of words really weird. Like, for example, Daikikoten was what I called Daikikoten for the first half of Mythological Mythicizers, and then eventually I started calling them by what I think they're actually supposed to be called, which is Daikokuten. So yeah, employees and employé is another one, because my brother also told me the way you're supposed to. He tried to teach me the way to do it in French, but I don't fully grasp the French language. And yeah, one final thing is that from this point on, you're not going to hear me do any of the commentating stuff. So please remember, if you actually enjoyed the video, leave a like. These take a lot of effort on my end, and I try and put as minimal ads as possible, and I try to make it make sense with the story break. I also don't put any end credit things at all, because I think it interferes with the reading stuff. All the things that YouTube doesn't want you to do, I do for this video series, because I think I care more about the actual experience of you being able to see it the best you can and stuff like that. So with all that out of the way, we can finally actually legitimately start the story. So, oh yeah, some other things to actually keep in mind, because I forgot to mention this before I said, hey, let's start the video. There's a chance that I might get stuck in the story, and you're gonna have to wait for me to actually finish the story. So if the videos stop, it's not because I forgot, it's because I haven't been able to beat the damn story. That's something I forgot to mention beforehand. That, and also there are spoilers in Traum. If you have not caught up, I will very quickly try and explain to you what's going on. Basically, after the events of the Koyanskaya raid, which was the Tunguska sanctuary, we're cool with Koyanskaya, we're all good here, we were making our way, our Chaldea base was attacked by Uogo Marie, and then we ended up going to Antarctica, and then we've just been chilling, and not Antarctica, because Antarctica doesn't exist, I don't know, we were in somewhere cold, so we were chilling. And then here we are now, and we've just been biding our time and stuff like that. To get the full detail would probably be a good idea to have read. You'll probably be a little bit lost, but I think that's the basic thing. If you have any other questions about what's going on, feel free to comment down below, and I'll try and explain my best of what's going on. We also were, if you have not read Lost Belt 6, we got a Noble Phantasm weapon thingy from there. They say the actual name of it in there, but I'm just telling you this right now before we go in. And yeah. Okay, now for real. Now it can actually start. Please start. Thoughts on what constitutes a perfect human? I mean, okay, but that's kind of vague, isn't it? For a start, we'd have to agree on the definition for perfect before we could even discuss this. An excellent point. Then, allow me to take the first crack at it. A perfect human is one who makes no mistakes. Let us set aside matters like overcoming hardships and making the impossible possible. We may then define a perfect person simply as one who makes no errors in judgment. Okay, works for me. Even the most amazing geniuses or superhumans inevitably make errors in judgment. In fact, you could argue that the mark of a skilled, intelligent human being is their ability to resolve matters in spite of any oversights or mistakes they may make. But that wouldn't be perfect. Perfection is when you don't have any mistakes to make up for in the first place. Even if a person is average in every regard, if their decisions are always correct, their actions, and by extension the person who performed them, would be perfect. So by that definition, that would make someone who never overlooks anything a perfect human. But the moment they do overlook something, however small, they are no longer perfect. Is that what you mean, Sion? Yeah, that sounds right. It is a shame that a single careless mistake is all it takes to knock someone off the pedestal of perfection. However, were we to use your definition, Da Vinci, we would face a paradox. If a problem can be overlooked by a so-called perfect human, then that problem is more perfect than the human. Assuming it's equal to the task of deceiving a perfect human who never makes a wrong decision, anyway. Oh, but in that case, maybe it's a situation where it only seems like someone made a mistake. But in reality, they simply chose to overlook the problem. In other words, a case where the perfect human deliberately overlooked the problem in order to be perfect. The problem, in this case, shouldn't be solved at all. In that case, overlooking the problem would be the correct choice, the perfect choice, for our purposes. But at that point, I guess we're just arguing semantics, huh? Are you done with the side chatter? The storm boarder will be leaving the Arctic Circle soon. You two aren't just passengers, you're our technical and special advisors. It's your duty to make regular status reports, even if they don't have much new. Whoops, my bad. You are right, Captain. We did, in fact, originally come to give you a report. Then, allow me to explain the Novum Chaldea's current situation and our next steps. It has been several days since the British Lost Belt vanished. We've successfully brokered peace with the immature beast Koyanskaya. However, immediately following this, we were attacked by the foreign god and lost our temporary base in the Wandering Sea. Fortunately, all of Novum Chaldea's staff managed to escape to the storm border. We struck back at the foreign god, that is, you Olga Marie, with the same gravitational destruction she used on the Wandering Sea, confusing her long enough to... Well, I would like to believe that her not coming after us means our plan was successful. Unfortunately, she is so far beyond what we would consider normal that it is impossible to be certain. At any rate, both Spiritron Calculation Engine, Trismegistus II, and Near Future Observation Lens, Sheba, have been brought aboard the storm border. It now serves as Chaldea's flying base of operations. That is the situation in which we now find ourselves. Now that we have escaped you, Olga Marie, we are currently using Trismegistus II's prognostications to move between different safe zones. Despite encountering our share of difficulties at our various stops, we continue our fight even as we speak. Yep, we've been crisscrossing the Eurasian continent east and west. Of course, we occasionally touched down to convert the few remaining buildings into spiritons and stock up on resources. We ended up hiding out in the Arctic Circle for a pretty long time. Unsurprisingly, it was freezing there. I can't say I cared for that. I'm not built for cold. Oops, I had a feeling you might have been freezing there. Sorry about that, Captain. I hope you can give us a break on that. Trismegistus II suggested it was the safest place to lay low. I know, and it worked, since the foreign god hasn't attacked us here. But things changed yesterday, right, Captain? We're just about done weaponizing the essence of the sacred sword we attained in the British Lost Belt. All that's left now is to simulate a few necessary tests. So Commander Gordov, our administrative advisor Holmes, me as a technical advisor, and the rest of Chaldea staff have all agreed it's time to leave the Arctic behind. Our next destination is the foreign god's base, South America. That's where we'll have our final showdown. At long last, we're passing through North America to the final Lost Belt. Yep, I just got a look at the Sacred Sword's Armnet official name too. The whole Nemo series thinks it's great, myself included. Right? It's admittedly a little hyperbolic, but that's just part of its charm. Anomaly detected. Anomaly detected. Errors in Trismegistus' prognostications and Sheba's near-future observations recorded. New, undocumented obstacles in Novum Chaldea's plan to defeat the foreign god detected. Steep decline in proper human history's verification levels on this bleached Earth's confirmed. Future threatening interference with the past confirmed. All Chaldea staff prepare for race shift sequence. Sheba's observation indicates this massive singularity may be the single greatest direct attack on human history.